Let's go through Lico 2131, longest palindrome by concatenating two letter words. It gives us a string array of words. And for each word, it has length 2. And trying to let us to concatenate those kind of palindromes, trying to return the longest word that can form a palindrome. Let's return the length. So what we're thinking about is that if we check the word, right? And for example, we have an A-B pattern. And if we need to check whether in the previous round, for example, there is any BA here, right? If there is a BA, that means our result, we can have a pair our result should have plus equal to 4, right? If it doesn't exist, we can use a map to save this kind of AB's frequency. Um, So there is also, so let's look at the simulate the process, right? So the first word, for example, it is AB, and that we don't have any. It simply we don't have any BA here, right? So we put this one into our map, and then, for example, we come CD, right? It doesn't appear in our map. We don't have any DC here, right? So that means we also save this to our map. Now, what we have, for example, we come up BA here. We check this map. We have AB, right? So that means our AB and BA we can just mirror from this center to place on the each side, right? So our result should plus 4. And now, for example, we have DC here, right? That means we can have also DC, CD or DC here, right? So should every time we find a match, we add a plus to 4. And there is for this kind of process, for those kind of character, for example, it has XX pattern. That also works. And what we want is that we want to, for example, we have a XX. Next time we have another XX, so we just append on the both sides, right? And there is when we finish this, we need to consider is that because in this middle, we can place one more word which have the pattern like XX or YY. So that means if we have this kind of match used, if there is still XX, we can put that in the middle, right? Or any YY. So that means for this kind of pattern, that is AA pattern, right? If it is odd number, that our result should plus 2. So we can use the map, but the things that we cannot iterate the map and delete the key. Maybe it will have enumeration exceptions. Another way is that we can use 26 multiplied by 26 array, count array, integer array to store this kind of appearance. So let's use the array way to write this code. Um, so I'm going to use an int array count equals new int 26, 26. So we need to have result equals to 0. What we do is for string word in words. So we're going to have for example int a equals word char that um, so let's say int a equals array 0 minus a equals array 1 minus a, right? So let's say if count a let's see whether its mirror appears or not, right? If this one is equal greater than 0, then our result should plus equal to 4, right? And we have count B A minus minus, right? And if it doesn't exist, um, if it doesn't exist, then if it exists, that means our AB will not save anymore, right? The B will decrease one because we use one pair. If that exists, what we do is that we just have a count A, B increase by one, right? And then in the end, we just check whether there is any AA pattern still or II pattern still exist. So what we do is that for int I equals to 0, I smaller than 26, I plus plus. Um, if count I I greater than 0, we should have result should plus equal to 2, right? And then we should break. We should not add. We just need to add once. Then return result. This is also minus a. Okay. And we can also write Python code for this. So, mm, so the things that we are uh, we have, for example, count equals 0 multiplied by 26 for underscore uh, in range 26, right? So this will be the count array, and we are going to have a result equals 0. So what it is the for every word in words, right? So we're going to have A, B equals word 0, word word 0 minus word A, right? And this one, the B will be word 1 minus word A, right? So what we want is that if count BA is greater than 0, so we are going to have a result should plus equal to 4. And we'll have count BA should decrease the one frequency. Right. And otherwise, we just add, else we just have a count AB, count A B should plus equal to 1, right? And in the end, we just check if there is additional II pattern for I in range 26. If count I will have result should plus equal to 2, right? We should break. And in the end, just return result. So like this, we have the time complexity will be O and space is 26 multiplied by 26. That is constant.